everybody. I'm Mike Westendorf. Welcome to this week's St. Paul's Connection. I want to start by just thanking you and commending you for the work that you guys have done as we've gone through the building project. Remember back when we first said, hey, we're losing parking spots, we're going to have an east entrance and a west entrance, and the canopy came down, and we couldn't see what was going to be happening, but you guys leaned in, we cooperated, we worked together. Thank you for those of you who've been parking a little bit further away so those who need to be closer to the doors can do that. Thank you for leaning in this way on our Muskego campus. It's cool to see because now you can definitely get a glimpse of what this is going to be like as we get closer to completion in 2026. But I just want to say, we were not sure how it was all going to work out, and you guys have leaned in and been accommodating and generous too with the ways in which you have been serving, particularly our ushers on the traditional side. And for everybody who's been navigating the parking around the construction, just well done. Thank you. Keep it up. You can see what's coming. It'll be a joy to get there. Two other things that I want to invite you into. The first is that next week, beginning next week, we're going to start a sermon series called The Joy of Finding the Cure. And this is going to be a study, 5 weeks, in the book of Galatians. And I want to invite you into opening your own Bible and reading it ahead of time. Read through the whole book. And as particularly what's important for you to take onto this is that there's no other gospel. In our world, there's a lot of good newses. What are the good newses that are not really all that good news when it comes to life? There's a lot of them, and all of us can fall suspect to them, particularly when we consider the idea of legalism. And that's going to be one of the things that we'll be taking a look at. This coming Wednesday, a Great Questions, Great Conversations podcast will release. I'm talking with Pastor Pete about this topic to get our heads around it ahead of time. And then these next 5 weeks, we're going to do a deep dive into the book of Galatians. So I want to invite you to read it ahead of time. Yep, you, teenager, if you're in college, student, young adult, married, not married, just take some time in God's Word for yourself with the book of Galatians. It will definitely help you as we come through this sermon series. The other one that I want to invite you in is we are asking you, hey, congregation, everybody, all ages, what should we be talking about? Every year I get to kind of go along with the pastors on a sermon series planning retreat. And we want to know, what are the topics that maybe we're not talking about that we should be? What are the things that are coming up at your workplace, around the dinner table, in your car, with your friend group, in your dorm room? What are people talking about that we, as a church, maybe should be talking about better? We would love to hear your thoughts. A couple ways you can do that. You can email me your thoughts, sermon series. Just send me an email, mwestendorf@stpmuskego.org, or you can leave some thoughts on the connection card. What would be a good topic for us to be able to wrestle with? And we'll be gathering these up when we go on our retreat later on in July. That's what I've got for you here this week. I hope that you have a great holiday weekend. I'm Mike Westendorf, and we will see you again next time.